is not dirt, I promise you. That is a feather from the couch. But essentially what you're looking at right now is not PandaDoc. It's actually a software I completely built with basically like one or two prompts, and a few prompts for like the animations, and completely rebuilt the PandaDoc software. Matter of fact, it's not a very hard thing to do. So let's get into it. All right, I'm sure you've seen it. Swift Sign is our PandaDoc clone. Okay, I also have PandaDoc pulled up right here, just to sort of reference off how our software is looking and how PandaDoc is looking. The main idea is this is not a very hard software to build, and the fact that there's this many successful competitors in the space, right, of PandaDoc, BreezeDoc, Signaturely, DocuSign, and that's just to name a few of like the real big players if you think about it. And the fact is, software built with AI is no longer a difficult task, right? And by with AI, I'm not speaking like, hey, go to Lovable and just, one prompt thing, it builds you this beautiful, amazing website with all these animations, parallax scroll effects, and all these custom graphics and stuff like that. Obviously, again, I mean, these pictures right here, you'd have to replace them, right? I mean, I don't want to do it because there's no point. I'm just showing you what's possible, essentially. But a few of the features here. I mean, look at the cards having that green glow. That's flipping awesome, man. A little globe that we can move any which way we want. I mean, this is pretty crazy, right? On a website. The little glow effects there, trusted by fast-moving teams. This sort of like the testimonial section, and we got our footer. As you can see, it cuts off on like the corners from the top. It's like a bit of a card design, but the idea is simple, right? A PandaDoc, a document signing, essentially a document signing software, which is a very simple thing, right? It does one thing, yet it integrates with all these things, and is successful and backed by all these venture backers, right, or venture capitalists or whatnot. They have an app, they have a software, right? They have the whole nine, and that's sort of what I'm trying to show you now. Is the fact is, a lot of these tabs also don't work, but you can create easy functionality. Right now, it's on the contracts tab, which just shows you all the contracts, right? The signed, the in review, the rejected, the pending. These are sort of just all of them. I'm assuming you'd be able to filter them out right here. Little upload document button, beautiful. Profile picture, boom, boom, boom. This is sort of like the design inside of one of these things like PandaDoc, right? It's a very simple thing. The way it looks, the way it functions. And then the landing pages, again, the absolute easiest part of this all, right? Adding a few animations, graphics, hover effects, reveal effects, fade out effects. It's not a very hard thing. And the absolute greatest thing to do right now is creating one of these softwares, right? Whether it's for, an internal tool use case, or it might be a B2C sort of app, or it might be a B2B sort of app, right? Fixing issues and fixing problems with apps, with software, and with tools is most likely where 2026 is going, right? It already started with this whole wave of, vibe coding apps, Claude Code, Cursor, all this stuff, right? Started in 2025. It's 2026 now, and we're already basically the first month in, and it's everything is rolling towards this entire new sort of view and scope on things, right? Of small to medium-sized businesses having their own apps and internal software and tools, right? They no longer have to pay, 20, 25,000, 50 grand every single month for software for their own team, their sales and marketing team, their, acquisition team, and all these other things. They just have their own software built. They just pay for it themselves, right? It's their own software. And the only cost to that is literally APIs, tokens, credits, that sort of thing. If you do end up, creating something like that, if it's something extremely simple, like potentially DocuSign or PandaDoc, well, in that case, you don't even need much, right? You just need that entire upload structure of like, hey, I upload my document, it allows me to, or it finds fields where I should sign, gives me that option to sign, right? I could put anything, or I could put a text box, or I could put a date box, and essentially just export the same exact PDF. And these sort of things aren't necessarily going to be done with, Lovable. Lovable is cool for sure for front end wise. No back end, no functionality. It's great, right? But a lot of these things like Replit, Base 44, Emergent, like all sorts of these build a website, build an app thing. That's a very B2C sort of product, right? For a business, you definitely want to be using something else, or especially if you're scaling or building an actual business from this app, software, or tool, you definitely want to use something a little bit more advanced. Something like, again, Claude Code, Cursor, Anti-Gravity is really, really good. I've been testing it for the past week. Literally, I don't know if you noticed, but this eye has been twitching really bad. But that's because of 14-hour, 10, 8-hour, like full days from morning sunrise of 8 a.m. all the way down to 10 p.m. Sitting exactly in the spot on this exact laptop. Whether I'm speaking to you or not, I'm speaking to something. I'm either speaking to AI or speaking to you. So with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment down below what you're thinking, and subscribe for more case study videos, for more informational videos. With that being said, I will see you in the next video.